kind of emails. It's time zone friendly. Lots of people send CCS and BCCS just because they can, not because we need to see them. Alright, you only send emails to those who need your email. Don't simply carbon copy CCS, BCCS to people who don't need that email. Is that okay? Alright, sometimes you get emails which are not related to you. Oh my God, you know, nothing to do with you. But just people like to send because it's cheap, it's almost free, cheap, they will send to you also. Alright, wasting your time, wasting your effort. Is that okay? Alright, so be careful to whom you send emails. It's always online unless you switch it off. Alright, that's the advantage. Disadvantage, it means constant interruptions to your working day. So it interferes with your planned work. Yeah. So it's good to keep email in check. Don't let email disrupt your work, your contribution to the organization. Be careful. Don't let emails, because they can always blink, 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 click, click, click. You get distracted to the email. Have a email reading time. Maybe in the morning 10 minutes, afternoon 2 minutes, and 10 minutes, and before you go back home, another 10 minutes, checking your email. Whichever not relevant, click, 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 delete. Is that okay? So don't waste time, right? You can write anything to anyone. That's the advantage. There is no confidentiality. No confidentiality. That means you can write anything to anyone. Be careful, alright? Treat it with respect. Email should be treated with respect. It can be prioritized. You decide which email to read first when you open your email. Right? It can be prioritized. You can choose which one to read. Disadvantage, there's a real pressure to reply quickly to emails, which causes an increase in stress levels. More emails, more stress. Did you realize that? Yeah? More communication, more stress. Right? So what I'm trying to tell you is, choose the emails you want to read first. Secondly, all those irrelevant, delete. Thirdly, you don't have to read all emails. Alright? You can pick and choose which is relevant to you. Alright? One of the main causes of workplace stress is the pressure of keeping up with email messages. You know, many people, they undergo stress at the workplace. Why? Because of excessive email. Alright? So emails, if you get 200 emails a day, reading through them would take you 2 to 3 hours. That is extra work for you now. Is that okay? So you have to become good at deciding which is related to you or your organization, which is not related to you, which is junk, spam, don't need to read, delete straight. Is that okay? So you don't waste time. Is that clear now, Robin? Okay? Alright. It's easy. Is it easy to write emails? Let's check. Alright? It's easy. Our oral communication skills are suffering. Workers are sending emails to people sitting at the next desk instead of walking over to speak to them. Alright. Okay, don't think that emails can solve all the problems. I think the best way is still to talk to people. Alright? If there is, Joey Lee. Joey Lee, which is, near to me, it's better for me to talk to her than to send an email. Right? Better, Alright. Okay, let's move on. Okay, the 10 lazy email. First half we do learning, and the second half we write an email. Is that okay? Alright? I want all of you to practice writing an email, and then you can go back home. Is that okay now? Okay? Okay? Alright? Okay, let's look at the 10 lazy lazy email habits. Using a vague or outdated subject line. Don't say update, hi, news, all this, meeting on Tuesday. Right? Don't use subject lines which are very vague, not clear, Okay, don't use that. Use an appropriate subject line. The exact subject line you want, the message you want to send. Is that okay? Alright? Not using a greeting or sign off. You never say good morning. You never say hi, how are you? And you never say thank you. And you never say regards, Jason. You never say that. So this is not good also. So greeting and sign off must be there. Is that okay? You'll be okay? Can follow? Alright? Not proofreading. Not proofreading. I think this is interesting. Let's try and check this. Have you ever sent an email to the wrong person? Have you ever misspelled the reader's name? Have you ever mentioned the wrong date for a meeting? Imagine my embarrassment recently when I read back an email sent from my iPhone saying, help! Help. You know? One apostrophe missing becomes help. Help get a $50 credit toasted our annual conference. This is wrong spelling, wrong meaning, wrong understanding, when actually it should be heal. Toasted is not toasted, towards. He'll get a $50 credit towards our annual conference. But wrong spelling, wrong punctuation, the meaning becomes different. So can you understand now? Alright? So please be careful when you are sending emails, alright? Please proofread. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Proofread means read one more time before you send it. Okay? I'm much more careful now when I send messages using my phone. Using abbreviations or acronyms. Abbreviations, acronyms, if it is common, short form, you can use. But if it's not, don't use. Don't use SMS language. Is that okay? Iwan? Yeah? Noah? Okay? Okay? Alright? You may think these will save time, but they can lead to confusion for readers. While FYI, this is SMS language for your information. Is globally recognized as for your information. FYA could cause chaos because some people think it's for your action, while others think it's for your approval. There's a big difference. Only use acronyms that the reader is sure to understand. Be careful with short forms, you know. I think SMS language FYI for your information. That's okay. Email FYI. I get a bit worried. For your information FYI. Sometimes if it's your close buddy, FYI is okay, alright? But if you are sending to your boss, I don't think you want to use FYI. Better say for your information. Is that okay now? Okay? Okay? Alright, so please be careful. Caution. Warning. So many people complain that they often spend time trying to figure out why they received an email with FYI. When one sentence from the sender would have answered that question, your reader can't be expected to be a mind reader. For your information. So please be careful whatever you send, okay? Using the wrong case. Oh, don't use all capitals. Don't use all capitals. They can be considered very loud, very angry. shouting. Capital letters mean shouting. Highlight that. Alright? Capital letters mean shouting. That means you are angry. So don't use capital letters all the time. Alright? Didn't you automatically raise your voice then even when reading this to yourself? This is seen as rude and annoying. So capital letters, they mean shouting, rude, annoying. Highlight that. Is that okay? And it should not be necessary even to put a subject line in capital letters. Other people, perhaps because they are trying to mask their poor grammar skills, cannot be bothered with any capital letters at all. And this can be very frustrating. Sometimes a message can be abbreviated as much that it can be impossible to read. So please be careful. Don't use the wrong case. Not always the capital case, capital letters, or the small letter case. You follow grammar. If it's the start of a word, capital letter, then you follow like a sentence. Is that okay? Alright? Go to all capital letters. Number 6. Not thinking about who really needs to see the message. This is another problem. Alright? CC list. Alright? You only send emails to the people who need to read that email. CC carbon copy. Example, I send to the student council, but I also want the head of department to know. So CC DAS, head of department. Alright? She needs to know, but she doesn't have to reply me. No, I'm sending the email to the student council. Can you follow now?